Okay, and here we are, chat. Welcome back to Twilight Princess. We last left off at the start of this dungeon, and now we're giving it a go. This is a pretty spooky place. It also has one of the most iconic Zelda items in this game, I would say. It's even a weapon in Hyrule Warriors as well. It's great. Alright. We all good? Audio sound nice? Arbiter's Ground. And I should get my claw shot on. Hang on. Where'd I put it? Forgot where everything is on the menu. It's one of those babies of the little sandworm things. Fought a giant one in Wind Waker. There we go. Uh-oh. Ah! I accidentally walked in, and it wouldn't let me out of the lock-on, so I just fell down. Oh well. That was annoying. It's fine. I just want to take out the enemies. Is that so wrong? Okay, I'll get him over later. There it is. I'm pretty sure Iron Boots would just make you sink, still. I don't think Iron Boots have anything special that... Uh-oh. Oh, come on. I'm trapped between the enemy and the wall. There we go. Oh, that's so lame. What a great way to start. I'm just trying to claw shot the enemies out so I can traverse safely, but instead it's completely screwing me over. Going into, like, the L targeting just makes me slide off the platforms. Like, it doesn't even feel like that would happen. Oh, yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna not target you. Except I am now. I'm in the middle. I should be safe. Okay, there we go. It doesn't feel like I was gonna slide off at all, but I just did. It's weird. Oh, well. Welcome, everyone. Okay. There we go. Audio all good, chat? Nice and loud. It's not too loud, is it? Let's see, that is hitting you. There we go. Okay. Looks like there's just pots over there. Am I just supposed to make a run for it there? I think I can. Yeah, there we go. Thought he wasn't gonna get up for a second. Okay. And what am I looking for here? Oh, I see. There's a little chain there. Uh-oh. I tried to roll first and get it. Look at these guys. Little tiny skeletons. I forgot about those. Hang on. Where are these from? There we go. All nice and opened up. Audio good? Alright, nice. I just know it can get loud when enemies are on, so I just double check. Need a key there, mister. What is this? Oh, it's lantern oil. May as well drink this milk I've had since the start of the game. Gives me 3 hearts. Just put lantern oil in there, it's good. Okay. That's that over there. The lantern on normally for now, should be fine. Don't worry about the next game when we get to it. For now, let's just enjoy this one. Boop. You got a small key. Just catch. Ah, bugs! The bugs are coming, chat. Just do a little spin and you'll be fine. Alright, can I make that? Alright, I guess I can. I guess I'm overestimating the sand. Because I got stuck at the beginning. I'm trying to spin. Link it out. There you go. Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. There we go. Got one left. Okay, perfect. We just light this so we can... There we go. Oops. Let's get out of there, you. Spooky dungeon time. Ooh. It's the Poe sisters, chat. Except the lanterns are all the same color now. Transform. Oh, right, I have the gamepad shortcut. Why didn't I use that? Take a bite out of the ghost, chat. Munch and crunch on him. Oh, there we go. Hey. There we go. Got a free soul there. This teaches you what you need to do. You put the thing in, so go kill the other three, buddy. Oh, the princess does look really good. And now you gotta smell the ghost. Alright. Yeah, this was always... I always found this to be a clever way to incorporate, like, the wolf mechanics into a dungeon. I thought this was a really smart idea. It's, look, now it teaches you while you're in wolf form that you can dig here to get this. Isn't that cool? I like that. That's fun dungeon design right there. That's right, bite is a dark type move. That's why you can bite ghosts. There we go. Okay. Gotta remember that I can just tap on the gamepad. It's kind of weird that apparently in the, Uh-oh. Yeah, let's do that. And if you're playing with the Wii Pro controller, there's no shortcut button to just morph between wolf and human. It's only on the gamepad. Like, there's more buttons on a Pro controller than there was in the GameCube, right? Or am I, like, losing my mind? I don't know. Maybe there's the same amount. And there's, like, the two L and R buttons. GameCube only had... Well, anything has more buttons than the Wiimote, that's for sure. Okay. Ah! Alright, alright. Well, plus and minus are just start select. GameCube only had the start button, though. It didn't have a select button, really. Okay. Alright. So let's just follow the first one. Why don't we? Goes to the wall of that. So, by the way, chat, I have been getting more of the Zelda manga together. I already had some of it, and I dug it out, and I kind of like, I put it on, like, my new shelf I built. Let me here. See here. There we go. Well, rather, my mom and I, like, helped build it together. But I got a new shelf set up in my room, and I dug out my Zelda manga and kind of, like, piled it up there. I've got, like, the Ocarina of Time volume, Majora's Mask, Four Swords. There's even one for, like, Minish Cap, Phantom Hourglass. But, and it's by the same author as well. The Twilight Princess manga is, like, multiple, like, it's like 11 volumes long, and I got most of that. The final volume isn't out yet. Let me see here. GameCube had the Z button, I guess. Okay, Redeads. I'm used to seeing these guys because they're used a lot as a enemy in Hyrule Warriors. Let's go. What was I saying? Yeah, I really wanted to start reading the Twilight Princess manga because there's like so much that like they kind of did with it apparently. All the Zelda mangas by like the same like authors. It's apparently like a group of these two women, I believe. Which kind of surprised me because there's like a different art styles for like each one. There's like the different links. Let's see here. Although, one thing I've definitely noticed... hang on, I gotta keep turning this then. Let's see here. Oh, Gibdo? Gibdo, Redead, whatever. The Redeads are like, they look the same as the Gibdos anyway. Let's keep turning this. Something I have become, like, very aware of for the Twilight Princess manga, though... Okay, I can't go that way anymore. Is... In that... they really, really ship Link and Midna together. Okay, it's only one way. Just that one room. It's not like that one room in Forest Temple. Let's push it back. Okay. I don't have the one for Wind Waker. I need to get that. I got, like, the Legendary collections. There's, like, these big little volumes. Let me see here. That's that. You know what I'm... Hang on. Hang on. For some reason, I didn't check the scent in there. I don't know why I didn't do that. Ah. I see. That's what I'm looking for. Hang on. Got distracted while talking about the manga. So maybe I gotta turn it again and put that hole on the other side so I can claw shot up. Okay, there we go. I see. Put this here. Okay, now I can get up there. I didn't even notice this hole. There it is. Rats! Excellent. Take out those rodents. So there's no way to turn this up here. Not that I think I'm even need to. Hang on, let me switch the gamepad to the map. That'll be easier for me. Okay, so there is a doorway here. I do need to turn this and climb back up, but how do I do that? Because I'm misunderstanding it. I couldn't climb up the other way. Well, for now, let's just go here. Okay, it looks like there's a fight here, so let's do this. Fight him. Come here, come here. Take a bite out of this. Alright. Okay, there we go. But yeah, from the snippets I have seen of the Twilight Princess manga, like, just, yeah, it's not even subtle. They really, really write Link and Midna together. So much fluff, as the kids are saying. There we go. It's kind of adorable. See now. There's 10 volumes out in English, but I believe it's 11 volumes long. The final volume is coming out in, like some before the end of this year, I believe. Let me see here. So we got everything there. That's that. Let's go check it out here. Okay, so there's still more. That wasn't even the one I was looking for, strangely enough. Hang on. So the map says there's a wall here. Well, a door, I mean. But how do I turn this and climb back up? But I couldn't do that. Just have to try again. Hang on. Maybe I missed something. Because I can only turn it in between 1 and 2 spots. Okay, yeah, the hole is just completely covered up. I feel like I'm missing something super obvious right now, or maybe I gotta come back and get to it from like an upper floor. I definitely don't remember my way around this dungeon even slightly, but that's what we're here to figure out. Suppose I could always just check if bombs will work on this, but doubtful. Can't pull that from here. Well, this is the thing. I can't like pull it, right? I can only push it between 1 and 2 spots. And like auto pushes it all the way. Like there and there. It won't let me push this forward, right? Yeah, see? That's why I'm confused. Because if I could just push it a little more, then I could climb up again, but Link can't do that. Hang on. Let me double check Wolf here again. Okay, so the scent of that other Poe is dead, but I can still see one up there. Let me climb back up then. I want to double check the wolf. So it's like there's doorways behind these, but I can't turn it. Was that something that was always in the original? That the pose you do take care of, like, lose their sense disappear? No, that's not that. There's no clang when I hit a wall. This bothers me so much. Can't pull this from up here. This bothers me so much. There's clearly a Poe there, though. I don't have Uku to warp to the beginning. Alright, let me push it back. There you go. You go there. Oh, is that the compass on the side? I thought there was nothing on the right side. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's a heart piece. That's kind of just out in the open for free. Huh. I can't believe he just stood there, put that away, and then the roll went in. Okay. Well, whatever, I got my heart piece, not like it matters very much. Cents for each one there. So yeah, it looks like I can, once I climb up from going there, I can go around this way to reach there. So I guess I do have to, like, get up there from the second floor. There's nothing I can do from it on this side. Oh, the stairs look weird there. Okay. Alright. Let's go, then. What is the symbol on the doors here? I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Is it, like, on the Spirit Medallion in Ocarina of Time? I cannot remember what the Spirit Medallion symbol looks like, but we are in the Gerudo Desert. It's not quite called the Gerudo Desert anymore. There we go. There aren't really Gerudos in Twilight Princess. There's kind of like some questions about that, considering what timeline this is on. Like, I guess now that I think about it, could they have, like, purged them from, like, history or something? I don't know. What do we got here? Can't push or pull it. Alright, let's take you out. Here we go. Come here. Alright, that takes care of them. I see a chest there. I can't claw shot onto chests. I doubt I can reach that. I learned from doing the Majora's Mask randomizer that there's a lot of, like, shenanigans you can do by hookshotting onto chests. I really want to do, like, a long stream of the Ocarina of Time rando next, I think. Here we go. So nothing there. Pushing that there. It's almost like I can't do anything here. But hang on, let me check his wolf. Is there anything over here with the scents? No, just that. This doesn't push at all. Tried. There's got to be something I can claw shot on from here. Let's take another look. Wait, am I... Okay, I'm not sinking, but it looks like... Oh, Link is kneeling, and he's just going over the edge. That's kind of funny. Not that there. It looks like I'm supposed to reach to that, but it's too... Oh, hang on. I don't think this is going to do anything, though. I don't think it's intended to get on this, but... Yeah, it's not looking like it. Gyro, what are you doing? Nope. Can't quite reach it. Yeah, I know that there's a big cutscene after this dungeon that explains some things. It's been so long, though, I don't actually remember what they, like, really explain or, leave up to interpretation again. So it looks like I can't do anything in this room. That can't be right, though. Hmm. Gotta be something I'm missing here. Nope, get out of there. There's nowhere to go by rolling through the sand at all. I just sink and fall. I don't think there's anything really to do with, getting up here. It's like, I can't hook shot again. I only have one. Or, sorry, claw shot. You know what I mean, it don't matter. Oh, I can't do anything here. A hole? No, that's definitely like a death. I highly doubt it's a warp. If it was like a warp, they would have like led the scent into the hole or something. Yeah, see, it's just death. Just a one heart death. Oh, if there was only a way to cheese that claw shot hook over there. Alright. Hang on, I want to try one more thing. Sure, there's nothing over here. No, it doesn't look like there'd be a fake wall. Ah. This thing's blocked by something on the other side. That's what it has to be. So it looks like I can't do anything here. I have to approach it from the other side, which means I have to find a way to get up through the puzzle over here. It's not high enough to hook on. And wait a second. Is this? L. L. So, chat, you want to know what the issue was? This entire time, my brain thought that this door led to the first floor, and the basement was the first part. No, sorry. I thought I had to get to the second floor by going up there. I got messed up by the staircase. Well, damn. Let's kill these rats. It's their fault. There's a small key thing. There's the passage. It's sealed because it's like this. Now let's open the damn thing. And now I'm over here. Crying out loud. Oh, that's mean. Die, you. You know why I got confused? Ironically, it's because of the scents. Because there's two scents there and one of them disappeared, it completely messed up my brain as to where I was going after I was done with the first Poe. That's right, I'm gonna blame the scents. I am sure I'm not the only person to do that, and I will not be the last. Okay. You did the same thing, did ya? Yeah. I can definitely see how the confusion happens there. There we go. There we go. Let's pick up here. And what is this? Alright. I see. I gotta pull the block there and make a bridge. Didn't even occur to me to make a bridge with that, but that's nice. Did the same thing but backwards before? Yeah. There we go. Okay, that's that. I can't pull it all the way to me to start, can I? No, I can only pull like the first little chunk of it out. Okay. That spike thing with the giant skulls on it sure is nice. They gotta be monster skulls. They're giant, larger than my head. Alright, so what is this? Chandelier or something? Come on. It's a lot for a skelly. Alright, screw it. Had enough. Forget the stealth approach. What's this? I guess I can't read it. Probably important. The compass. Okay. Chest over there. So we gotta push the thing, I see. That leads to the staircase. That's why it's cut off like that. Alright, let's move it. Hello. I should say that both the Twilight Princess, Gibdos and Redeads are in, Hyrule Warriors. Excellent. You'd think that people would remember these ones as being more scarier, but something about, like, the cartoony ones in Wind Waker stuck with people more. I don't even remember what Redeads look like in Skyward Sword, if there even are any. There we go. I feel like the only random thing that I can remember about Skyward Sword right now is the fact that there was the weird mole people that are just never seen again at any point. I wonder if they have any connection to, like, the mole myths in Minish Cap. I wonder if that's, like, meant to be some kind of loose connection to their species, because Minish Cap is on the timeline right after Skyward Sword. It's really the second game in the timeline. Excellent. Oops. I like that little tiny skeleton just running at me. Look at him. This guy would be like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, like a vanilla monster with like 200 attack points. They just keep coming and they don't stop coming. What is he, like, making them? That's gotta be the last one, right? Okay, that's the last one. Too bad I can't, like, steal items from enemies like in Wind Waker. That'd be funny. There we go. Just skull servants, heck yeah. Sounds like there's something inside here. Oh, wolf can dig. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's inside the center there. Hang on. No, I don't miss anything over there. But over here, is there anything else before I pull that? Nope, guess not. I wonder if there's, like, any glitches that can occur as a result of, like, the instant wolf warp. Or wolf, transform. Time freezes when you do it. Who knows? I love when, like, remastered games end up having, like, a more broken glitch than the original. I know Wind Waker, they tried to patch the Super Swim, but they ended up introducing, like, a new Super Swim as a result. That's funny. I don't know the details, though. Alright. They put the scent there, just in case you were dumb and missed the first one. There we go. Yeah, the quick warp just lets you skip Midna's dialogue, which is honestly very nice. Okay, let me open this up. Small key. Rats. Ghost rats. That's my worst nightmare. I was actually playing Dark Souls on my own, like, last night, and I was in, like, the sewer with all the rats. And they spooked me. I don't like rodents. I had to, like, get a bow and just shoot the giant rat from a distance, because it literally, oh, I could not get close to it. I just tense up at the sight of rodents. I hate them. Unironically, because of that time, I found one in, like, my bread package. You would, too. There we go. Damn ghost rats. Listen, if they're, like, in a little cage, as, like, a pet, they're fine. They're cool. But if they're just, like, running in my walls between my furniture, they gotta go. They gotta go. What is that? Is that meant to be a... I think that's just meant to be like a where fire lights up. In the, yeah, there's more of them on the wall. It's nothing. All right. Yeah. My mouse in the walls. My mom hates rodents too, because, you remember, like, at the start of the year when, like, my, dishwasher broke? And we had to, like, get that replaced? Some of you might remember when I was streaming, like, Stardew Valley, I had to all of a sudden, like, stop the stream because, my entire kitchen just had water all over the floor, and I'm like, hey guys, guess what? Stream's over, gotta deal with this. After we replaced that, right? We found out there was, like, a dead squirrel, like, behind it. And, that was cool. There we go. And now my mom hates rodents, too, because of that. It flooded my basement a bit, yeah. That was fun. That was a fun weekend. And this moves it out of the way of that one thing. Yeah, okay. Perfect. No, like, apparently behind the dishwasher, there was, like, an opening, a small opening in the walls to the outside, and I guess a squirrel got in and just dipped out there. Oops. Camera change messed me up there. It's fine. Or a squirrel. Excuse to get a cat. Honestly, I might. There we go. There we go. This thing's gonna mess me up. It needs to go. Hang on. Yeah. How did I lock on? Stop it! How did I lock onto that one? Oh, did he join the party too, so it's fine. As I was saying. I still, like, see mice at once in a blue moon. Personally, I blame the neighbors. Why do I blame the neighbors? Because, just like a few doors down on their, like, back deck, they just put all their trash bags there. And nobody likes them for that. Nobody likes them for that. Oh, give me a break. Surprised Midna stamp? Okay. It's not a letter this time. There we go. Surprise Midna stamp. It's like a meme. That looks like it should be an emote on Twitch, shouldn't it? So, can I not get back? Oh, I see. This is where I use this now. So I did all this. I came all the way around just to get a Midna stamp. That's really cool. I had higher hopes for that chest, as did I. Excellent. Yeah, the neighbors, like, what they do is that, like, they just, for garbage day, I guess, they just kind of, like, pile up all their trash bags outside on the back deck, and it's just gonna attract pests. There we go. So now I gotta raise it up and then get over there, do I? That's that there, that's where I came from. That right there is a way to go. Hang on. Okay, nothing there. Hang on, I'm trying to see if there's a claw shot thing there, if I'm just supposed to make the jump. Wait, oh, no, I see. I have to stand in the center and get in and climb out. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. Oops. I keep kind of sliding to the side because the camera changed there. It's like I'm holding a certain direction. Oh no, we got bins. The neighbors just don't want to use them. There we go. There we go. Had rats in your garden, it's because you grow tomatoes and raspberries. Oh, I never thought about, like, rats being attracted to that. Ugh. Alright, let's go here. I was trying to kill this thing, come on. Don't remember this thing. I guess it's Stalfos. Remember when I killed the dude with the, hang on, helm splitter? Maybe I should, yeah, bomb arrow this instead. Be faster. There we go. I didn't want to do that. I want to swing my sword. Yes, put it back down. Let's do this. This chest... there's probably a chest in here that gives bombs, yeah. As a hint. Heck yeah. Ugh, maybe I should get a cat. More of a dog person, chat. I'm like a little puppy. But a cat deal with the mice. That cat can do whatever the hell it wants if it deals with that. Okay. I literally cannot handle the sight of those things. We'd be a perfect pair. But I need to save money before I get a pet, chat. Currently, I need to kind of save up some money for a new mattress, because, like, part of mine is, like, kind of caving in, and it's the kind that you can't flip, which, honestly, when you think about it, feels like a scam. Hang on. Switch that there. That's all that. Let's check in here now. Okay, light the torches there. Wait, is that the statue from the Spirit Temple? Looks like similar design. It definitely is, like, based off of it at the very least. I never realized that before. That's cool. Okay. What is that beeping? Oh, was it my lantern? Okay. I didn't realize low oil beeped. So I'm supposed to light them in a certain order. Is there a hint for that? Maybe the... Aha! That's clever. That's clever. I like that. I feel like young me probably didn't use the wolf enough in this dungeon. But really, I think they did a good job incorporating it. Me getting confused earlier with that one part, though, that was just my own fault, but whatever. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get over here. The lantern beeps. You've heard the death beep. Welcome to this. I had a bottle of oil. Don't worry. I'm good. Is this the last one? See you. Whoa, multiple ones. Well, I figured out that puzzle fast. Okay. Oh no, if I don't find which one it is, it'll reveal itself for me. No. What a fight. There we go. And this loops back around, it seems. I picked up the skull, that's what that was. How'd I do that? So now I'm back up here. Looks like I want to get over there, but... No, wait, no, the top door is how I arrived here in the first place. I don't need to do that at all. Let me do this. Link doesn't really talk in any of the games at all, but of course he talks in the manga. I'm told that people really like his characterization in the Twilight Princess manga, so I'm sure that'll be fun. I have most of the volumes, but, like, I'm missing Volume 3, so I don't want to start reading until I have, like, Volume 3, so that way I have, like, a big chunk to marathon. Like, my local bookstore had a bunch of them, but they didn't have 3, so I gotta order that one online. There we go. He never talks in the games. Well, he has a few lines, like that. Remember that time he said "Hia" and "Ra"? You know, who could forget those classics? And that one right there. Excellent. Yay. Oh, I can finish the skull. That's really unnecessary. Why not? What a contraption. Check out this room, chat. Link has dialogue options in, oh, that's the boss key. Okay. Link has dialogue options in Skyward Sword. They're completely meaningless, if I remember correctly. Does he technically talk in Zelda 2? Or does he just think out loud? Come on. Okay. Let me climb up before I turn everything. Make sure I see what I'm getting myself into. I see a chest over there. I do it, right? Yeah, it's a chest. That might be as far as up as I can go first, so let's do this. That won't go past it, will it? Alright. It's fine then. Oh. That's a bloopy. A small key. All right. I noticed I haven't found Uku in this dungeon. Maybe I missed them right at the beginning. Making sure I don't miss anything here. No, I wanted to roll, instead I do that. That is something that's a little annoying about this game. I think this was right. I think you're the right there, Mina. Welcome. At least I'm building my rupees up in the dungeons. So this just goes back to the start. Camera? There you go. Looks like I did everything I could. There was just that one chest down there. So now I just gotta pull it all the way down until it, like, goes the end. Uku's actually further ahead? Damn. Isn't that a little late for this dungeon? Well, whatever. Welcome, friends. No spikes. This looked like the kind of room that would have spikes. Ah, there they are. Oh, there's ghost rats on me, chat. Ghost rats. Damn it. I like how, unlike the other games where it's like fire and like thorns, if you just touch the sides, you get hurt, but here it's like, oh wait, never mind. If I walk out like this, then yeah, I'm gonna get hit. But, ow. Let's go here. Ghost rats are mean. Aha. Can I pull this? That's a strong jaw. Welcome, Lorelei. Welcome, everybody. No, get up. No! The ghost rats! They ruined it. The ghost rats slowed you down, that's why they're here. No, you go away. Oh boy, did I pick the worst place to dodge. Take a bite out of this guy. Get a chunk out of this lad. The ghost rats slow you down when they latch on. All these rupees. Die. Ah, right. I gotta go around this way. The rats are on me. What are you getting upset about, Midna? Okay. Should be faster if I do this as human. The Re-Dead probably tastes terrible. Like, probably like the worst jerky you've ever had in your life. There we go. And I already don't like jerky very much. There we go. There's something here. Not that there'd be a chest or anything. It's not like the senses are like a one-to-one for Lens of Truth, but... Come to think of it, I mean, they are kind of like similar in a lot of ways. Okay. The senses are kind of like a less powerful Lens of Truth that doesn't cost magic. No, that's probably why people enjoy it. There we go. Ow. Look at all the bugs. Please, chat. Please. Let's just get rid of all of them, because they're slowing me down. Ow. Oh, there you are. You! You're at last. Gracious, you're that nice fellow who helped me the other day. Well, we found each other. Let's stick together. I'll be right with you. You got Uku. Midna's just looking up at it, being like, what is this thing? Bugs. Bugs, chat. Bug snacks. She doesn't even care that I'm a wolf. Let's go this way first. Okay. So they just die instantly to the bomb and arrow anyway, so that saves time. I just took out 2 of them. Like they were nothing. Nothing, chat. What'd I just say? What'd I just say? Now your hitbox is active. I see how it is. Stuff up there, stuff over here. Now we go back this way. I'll be taking that. That's where I came from. There's the thing I opened. Uh-oh. No! I should have used the claw shot. Save myself. Another one over there? Yes, there is. Pardon me, I'm just gonna die from this bug jacket I've got. Link is not enjoying this. Almost just messed that up. And what's that on the walls? Meant to be a drawing or just symbols? Not quite sure. Nothing there, nothing anywhere. No, thanks for the resub there, friend. Appreciate it. Or not a resub, just a sub, but that's fine. Misread name at first. Oh, this must be a boss, mini boss. This door was a load zone. Those are Twilight symbols. So I was thinking about the banishment of the Twilight people. Like, when exactly was that? There wasn't a game that ever, like, explained that. Was it, like, before or after Ocarina of Time? That's a spooky thing. Sniped. Damn it. This guy had more health than, like, all the bosses in the game so far. Jeez. They had to have been sent there for centuries before Ganondorf. That's right, you're right. Yeah, they had to have been there for a long, long time. Could even be before Skyward Sword, for all we know. Because Skyward Sword definitely shows that there was a lot of, like, stuff going on in the past, even before that. There we go. And this must be the Beyblade. Ancient machine allows you to float in the air. Set it to that and get on top of it and move over sand and rails. Press the assigned button while riding to attack enemies with spin power. Alright. Are you right, chat? Are you ready? I know I said right. Can't talk. Time to let it rip. Whoa! Gotta get that initial momentum. Spin to win. Alright, so there was nothing else behind me, right? Yeah, that was everything in there. So now that we've got that, it's like I'm going over there. Taking the rails. Boop. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, do I have to go all the way back around now? Whatever. Yeah, I challenged it. I challenged it because I was lazy. What of it? Runs out of momentum, and then you gotta let... Oh, come on. Oh, how'd I roll out of that? Alright, let's try this again. The Beatles. Yeah, there we go. That's what you do. And this leads over to a room with 4 chests. Looks like a lot of them are gonna be tiny ones. Easily get this one. May as well open them. I'm surprised I haven't gotten more stamps yet. I'm cheating! Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, this item just has is an entire weapon with its own unique move set in Hyrule Warriors. It's fun. There we go. A lot of people don't like it though. Takes some getting used to. Let's see here. I think the only one of Link's weapons I don't like in Hyrule Warriors is the Great Fairy. And not because it's a bad concept, but because it's the only weapon in the game that it cuts the frame rate and lags the game because it's just too like visual heavy. And that's the one where uh-oh. Okay. The Great Fairy weapon in Hyrule Warriors is go here. It's the one where you fight as the Great Fairy and Link is trapped in a bottle. Hang on. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm trying to find my items. Where are they? Let me put this to R then. Why don't I? Oh, come on. There we go. We got here. Is that... Yeah, that's the Spirit Temple statue. I never picked up on the fact that that statue was, like... in, was the one from the Spirit Temple. There we go. It's been too long since I played Twilight Princess to really pick up on that stuff. Faster, 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 faster. Woo! They had so much fun making these puzzles. Uh-oh. Climb. Link, climb! Link! There you go. Ride the rails. Ow. I don't think I was supposed to do it like that. Oh well. Well, let's go again. Just give it a little kick like a skateboard to get yourself going. No one uses this thing to actually fight in this game. There we go. Alright, now where was the point I wanted to stop here? Can it just, like, handle itself here, or... No, I just have to let it fall, okay. I thought I was supposed to, like, jump off towards the end. That's a bloopy. How do I keep... That went right through your face. That went right through your face. I don't even care what you say, game. You okay? Oh, the Hylian letter D. Why does it look like it has an eyeball? Yay, I found the D, chat. Funny joke. Camera? Camera? You okay? Yo! Okay, what the hell was that? It's still doing it. Gives. What happened there? Camera was just freaking out. Yay. Let's go. Ah, I missed that last one. It was too late. Camera did not like the D. Hell yeah. Ah, there's the boss key. Open. Heck yes! Alright. So did I get every chest in that previous room? Yes, I did. Boss door is on the top floor, apparently. Aha! Over here. Spin. Get the gears going. Link just doing a dance. It's great. So, yeah. Just gotta climb up this room, and I think I got it. I think the boss in this dungeon is probably, like... I wouldn't call it hard, but it's certainly, like, a step up from the previous... There we go. From the previous 3, that's for sure. Link needs a beat to do this. There we go. Spin to win. Remember Morpheal, how all I had to do was just, like, swim towards it and grapple? It doesn't even try and attack you anymore. There we go. Alright, we made it. I didn't even need my lantern oil. Ooh, no fairy. We're playing busy today. Alright, here we go, chat. Okay, a little over an hour in that dungeon. That's not bad. Only really got confused at that one part at the beginning. Fun dungeon. A little bit confusing. There we go. I remember it being really confusing when I was a kid, but, like, it's not nearly as bad. Wasn't nearly as bad as I remember. Not even, like, close. Okay. Look at that big bone. Jump scared. You still live. How astonishing. No wonder some call you hero. But this is a truly bittersweet reunion, truly. The text goes on its own. For I fear this is the last time I will see you alive. Hit him with an arrow, Link. Just gonna stand there and do nothing? What even was this giant beast just chilling here before we arrived? Stalwart implies it's a Stalfos. Okay. Crack that spine. Damn it. Summoning soldiers here, chat. I can't get on it. Oh, this is annoying. Yeah, let me fix my posture, speaking of spines. Oh, okay. Spine injuries are no joke, chat. You gotta take care of yourself. Game could not handle that much spin. Damn it. There we go. Looks like a gladiator arena. This could be punishment for the prisoners here. Yeah, that would make sense. I kind of get that. Hyrule has some dark history. The Shadow Temple was used as like a prison in the old days, apparently. There's some kind of mention about it like being like the containing like the bloodstained history of Hyrule there. I forget what actual text says that. All right. Would you say the armor wasn't Hylian? It kind of looked like the soldiers in town. Not like exactly, but it's been like centuries, so... Yeah, the Shadow Temple was like more like a torture chamber. It was strongly implied to be, wasn't it? He still got ahead. I would be so afraid of falling if I was Link. Let's go. Now. Okay, I don't know how I backflipped there, but whatever. They gave me a lot more opportunities to hit him than I remember. Okay. Damn it. Oh yeah, I could have one-cycled him. It's just I got a little too hasty with my movement, so I inputted like the side roll, which goes in very easily if you're not careful. Right through my hat. Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the better boss fights in the game. It like you only got to use the spinner like that once, but it really just kind of forces you to learn and adapt. I kind of I wish he had a little more HP. He definitely has a bit more than the other three prior to this, though. I think the rest of the game's bosses after this definitely are a lot better than the first three. Okay. Anyway, she said we're close to the Mirror of Twilight. I didn't say that out loud for some reason. No warp now. Yeah, sure, let's save. I keep forgetting to even do that on my own, but I was in the middle of a dungeon, so... The mirror chamber. Alright, so now we're gonna get some lore, chat. Some juicy lore now. Can I roll on these stairs? Yes, I can. Yeah, reason I mentioned the Gerudo could be banished, because, this was the Gerudo Desert, absolutely, but they don't call it the Gerudo Desert in this game. They refer to it as, the Great Desert. Okay. Oh, one of these. They just do this so I have a warp point later. Hang on. I cranked the volume a little bit during the boss fight, so... just adjust again. How many are there? 3, 4, 5. There we go. Yeah, I think they wanted the first 3 dungeons to feel more like tutorials, like Link to the Past, but still. For how much story you have to go through, it feels like they kind of like... yeah, underwhelm a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Is there a name for this, like, snake goddess, like, statue in Zelda lore? I don't think I know about any. Okay. No proper name for her. Okay, we're in cutscene hell now, chat. You couldn't tell it was broken from over there? She's angry. Oh, sorry, you missed the boss fight. A dark entity lurks in the twilight. It houses an evil power. You who are guided by fate, you who possess the crest of the goddess, hear us. At the command of the goddesses, we sages have guarded the Mirror of Twilight since ancient times. The symbol, that circular symbol on their midsection there is different on each one. There we go. So are they meant to be like different set of sages compared to the ones in Ocarina, or like different incarnations? You seek it, but the Mirror of Twilight has been fragmented by mighty magic. The magic is a dark power that only he possesses. Are these the Ocarina of Time symbols? Some of them look more like the medallions from Link to the Past. That's true. In this timeline, the sages didn't awaken. Yeah, that is true. I never thought about that. The magic has a dark power that only he possesses. His name is... Ganondorf. He was the leader of a band of thieves who invaded Hyrule in the hopes of establishing dominion over the Sacred Realm. So this chat... Hang on, he was known as a demon thief, an evil magic wielder renowned for his ruthlessness. But he was blind. In all his fury and might, he was blind to any danger and thus was exposed, subdued, and brought to justice. This is the timeline where Ganondorf wasn't able to open the door of time. This is the one where young Link went back in time and warned Hyrule Castle about his invasion, and that's how he ended up here. Yet... Thanks for subbing there, friend. But somehow, the Triforce of Power just ends up inside him anyway. By some divine prank, he too had been blessed with the chosen power of the gods. Yeah, this was his appearance they used in Smash Brawl. Oh, thank you for all the gift subs there. I appreciate that, friend. Your hands are floating. Should have ran away, Ganon. There's a lot of shenanigans about this scene. We'll go over once we're through it. So if this is right after Ocarina, then these must be the sages prior to the ones that awaken in the adult timeline. So these ones just stayed being sages then. That's interesting. His abiding hatred and lust for power turned to purest malice. Perhaps that evil power has also been passed on to Zant. You're just now figuring out where Zant got his power? It's far too late. Only the true leader of the Twilight can understand or utterly destroy the Mirror of Twilight, so Zant could merely break it into pieces. Once broken by magic, the Mirror of Twilight became fragments, which even now lie hidden across the land of Hyrule. One is in the Snowy Mountain Heights. One is in an ancient grove. And one is in the heavens. You, who've been sent by the goddesses, you should be able to gather the three pieces. But you must be prepared, for a dangerous power resides in these fragments. Link here means business. I appreciate it, friend. I'm glad you like the streams and videos. Thank you very much. Appreciate long-time viewers showing up. Anyhow, now that we're through that chat, yeah, so there's some shenanigans about this. So wasn't really clear to a lot of people when this game came out because Nintendo didn't confirm the timeline split for a long time. It was kind of just a fan theory for most of the time, even though there were strong implications of it. So Ganondorf ends up with the Triforce of Power, even though he didn't open the Door of Time, because it didn't happen. In the end cutscene of Ocarina of Time, though, young Link, when he's sent back, you can see the Triforce of Courage still lit up on his hand. So by Link going back in time and bringing the Triforce of Courage with him, he kind of, like, accidentally awakened the other two pieces. So it ended up just being paired with Ganondorf anyway and awakened inside him during that. So, yeah. I guess it was just destiny correcting itself in a weird way. It's really strange. There we go. So I guess at this point, we just warp. What does Midna have to say? The mirror shards lie in deep mountain snows, ancient wood, and somewhere in the sky. Hurry up and collect the shards so we can return the mirror to its original state. Alright then. Let's warp. There we go. Oh, wait, there's a red flag there? Does it automatically tell me where my next destination is? I don't remember that. I thought I just had to wander during this part, even though I know where to go. So yeah, I have to go to Hyrule Castle. Let's do it. Map's just like, hey, go here. Go here. What's also interesting is, yeah, because Link goes back in time, after he saves Hyrule and Ocarina as an adult, he takes the Triforce of Courage back with him, so it's removed from the adult timeline. That's why in Wind Waker, you have to collect the shattered pieces and awaken it within, like, that Link. It's all really convoluted and not clear at all, but that's, like, what it's supposed to be, apparently. Greetings, Mr. Link. I've come to deliver a letter. It's a letter from Barnes. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail. Wind Waker Link isn't even, like, doesn't even have the spirit of the hero, because the spirit of the hero literally left that timeline. Wind Waker Link becomes the new spirit of the hero. He has no relation to Ocarina of Time Link, because he literally left that world. But Twilight Princess Link is literally the descendant of, Ocarina of the Hero of Time, yeah. One of the few confirmed related descendants, not just the reincarnation of the spirit. Okay, the bar, that's right. Here we go here. Unrelated, just happens to look like ones. I mean, Minish Cap Link is literally just Toon Link. There we go. But obviously that game was released a bit after Wind Waker. Let's go in here. How's that Ilya doing, honey? I'm sure that shaman will find a way to get her memory back. That Renato's a talented man for sure. Anyway, you got your own things to worry about. Make sure you do what needs doing. Not that I'm doubting you, but if you're wondering what you ought to be doing, you ought to go find our friend, Ashe. She's up on Hyrule's northern mountain checking things out, and she's got good instincts, trust me. Just take a peek on that map on the table. Okay. So you have to do the 3 mirror shards in a certain order, right? You can't just go to any of them. I'm pretty sure the right stuff doesn't open up until you do that. Would you care to hear about the sky beans again? No, not right now. I'm gathering information now as well, so I'll let you know if I hear something. This is such a cool scene, by the way. Can I, like, appreciate this? Like, you got this cool-looking bar, and there's just, like, this group of just, like, heroes or whatever in the back, like, planning stuff. It just seems like a sick scene, but they don't really do too much with it. Say, Link, you're alive and well. Tell me, you find anything of interest at the Arbiter's grounds in the desert? The sages. Those sages once served the royal family. Actually, they were appointed as tutors to the young Princess Zelda. It was from that I first heard tales of the accursed mirror in the Arbiter's grounds. Tutors? That's interesting. Never heard that before. You know, I saw this, and I just pressed B button to hit it like I'm playing Dark Souls looking for a hidden wall. I don't know why I just did that. Okay. Ashe mentioned Snowpeak Mountain and headed off. Is Ashe correct? I'm not quite sure. Anyways, I know which one I have to go to next. What is this, by the way? It's kind of weird how that's just there. What is that supposed to lead to? Just not rent. Probably just like a way for a horse carriage to deliver stuff? I don't know. There's a cat. What am I doing? Go near the door. I think he means the original, not the original, a previous Princess Zelda. I think he could have worded that better. Because, like, I think the lore is that every, like, woman in the royal family is named Zelda, right? Okay. Let's go outside the town and head there. Okay, I didn't end up reading the letter, did I? Oh, we should do that. Have you ever been... How you been? Still a bomb enthusiast? Well, I got some interesting bombs in, so come by. See what you see what these babies can do. Okay. Alright. Wasn't there a warp point up here? Huh, I just sworn there was. Oh wait, no, I have to talk to Midna through this to warp, silly me. Yeah, I don't know why. You can scroll the map on the gamepad to do that, but for some reason my brain was like, I can do this by opening up the map on this screen. Alright. The map is telling me where the pose I have. That definitely was not in the original. Oh, okay, that's a nice little feature. There we go. Oh, hi, mailman. Now, this is made out to a Mr. Zora, so I don't really know who ought to receive it. He's just kind of there. The Zoras don't seem to care about me running around. I can actually do what I was saying in the original, open the map and show the portals. Huh, weird that they changed that. Oh, I can see the Hyrule Castle from here, that's cool. Hang on, I can't see the flag here. Oh, I can open this up, hang on. There's also a thing on the gamepad map, by the way. It shows the postals ow, for the area. It says 5 out of 19. Jeez, I just kind of choked on my own oxygen mid-sentence there. The streamer's gonna die. Okay, let's speed this up, why don't we? Don't care, blow it up faster. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's just a shortcut, is it? Oh, a yellow rupee, whoopee. I need to go down to, like, the, where does this go? I don't recall where this goes at all. It's just a path, I guess? I see a Poe over there, but I don't really care too much. The only thing I get for the first reward that's worth it is, a bottle. Which I don't really want to grind for right now. Okay, that's open now. There's a rumor going around that a suspicious person has been seen here lately. I wonder if those in the throne room have been informed. Snowpeak is up ahead. It's very treacherous. Not only has the weather been bad lately, but because the beast has been coming to the village, we have been taking extra precautions. Okay, let's go. Hydrate? Yeah, I'll do that. Taking good care of myself, chat. Link. That is a very weird looking bang. I'm sorry, but that looks so uncomfortable. It would make my forehead just so itchy. What brings you to a dangerous place like this? Ever since Zora's domain got covered in ice, this mountain's been much colder than usual, yeah? Not only that, but I heard a really weird story from the Zoras. Apparently, the beast that lives somewhere in this mountain has been seen frequently in Zora's domain. I was curious, so I came and waited, and as they said, a giant appeared. Yeah, it looked like this. You got Ashe's sketch. A hastily drawn picture shows the creature holding a red fish. Show it to people with this, that, and that, you might get some information. Apparently this thing has been stealing red fish from the village. I want to investigate further, but I can't even see a path through this blizzard, yeah? I'm sure you're here because you're curious about the mountain. You'd best not go without a plan. So yeah, if you don't have, like, the scent of a fish to follow, It just, like, keeps taking you back to the start, I believe. So, let's get out of here. Let me just take out the sketch. I believe this was something they also changed in this version, right? I remember that there was something about this getting the fish that was really annoying. And I recall a lot of people were saying that they made it easier or less annoying to deal with. The fish this beast has. Prince Rallis is quite skilled at catching that type of fish. Oh, Prince, where could you be by now? Hey, the beast of Snowpeak. Oh, the red fish it's holding. That's a reek fish. So the beast has been showing itself because it's been catching reek fish. I didn't think anyone besides Prince Rallis was capable of catching this fish. Alright, so now, obviously, we gotta go talk to Prince. Back in Kakariko, but let me get away so I can warp. I thought these were like skeletons for a second. No, they're just rocks, chat. They're just rocks. Hang on, there isn't any chests at the bottom of the lake here I can get, is there? I see a water bomb thing. Let me just... I should probably put on this. If this is just rupees, I'm gonna be one unhappy Moomin. Unhappy Moomin I am. I need one more heart piece for a container, but I'm not worried about hearts now. Honestly, the heart containers from all the remaining bosses will be more than enough for the rest of the game. Might get the bottle from the dude if I get enough Poe-Souls, though. Hang on, how many do I have? 10. How much do you need for the first reward? Was it 10, 15, or 20? Rupees. It's 20? Okay. Okay. Is that it here, or is there anything else? Because usually they like to stick a heart piece at, like, the bottom of, like, water in both Ocarina and Majora. Maybe ride the river down a little bit, see if I find something. I just gotta warp to Kakariko and talk to the prince. The only time I'd really feel like I might want to get the bottle is when I'm going into the end of the game. Maybe before I do the sky dungeon. I remember having trouble with that boss, but I doubt it's gonna be a problem for me. There we go. The only part of the game so far I've had issues with was just like the escort mission. There we go. Let me move over here. Oop. There we go. Hey, don't roll. Don't roll away. There you go. I feel like the devs really overestimated how much people like rupees when playing this game. Really, really overestimated it a bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the hit and blow it up faster. Anything here? No, it's that. There we go. Did I get that wolf thing there? Hang on, is that a bug? That's a bug, hang on. It's not a big deal. Come here. No, pick it up, pick it up. There we go. That's fishing over there. I did get this one, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Hang on, I'm too close to a person that can see me. Oh, no, I am. But hang on, I wanted to blow this up. Heck yeah. Yeah, that sign blocks your view. I wonder who it was that had to just code it so that every NPC in the game has to have like a sight range for whether you can transform or not. They probably had the most miserable job on the dev team doing that. It's all because people complained in Majora's Mask that you could just use the mask anywhere, and it was too weird. And it's like, who actually cared about that? That was never an issue for me. Okay, that's that there. Let's warp now. No, I pressed down! There we go. Hang on, let me just first take this off. Time to warp. Where was I going again? Kakariko. Death Mountain, Kakariko Village. Dusty desert town. Whoa! It's a monster, everybody run! Oops. Well, now, see, he had some great line of sight. Everyone probably has that kind of sight, which is why I can't transform. It's like how in Silent Hill 3, the monsters in that game are really annoying. And the reason for that is because everyone complained that the monsters were too easy to kill in Silent Hill 2. And the way they fixed them in Silent Hill 3 was to make them, like, as obnoxious and in the way as possible. And I didn't like that aspect of it very much. There we go. What's up here? Just a wolf wanders into town. They're like, everybody get out of here. Is that one of the elders? Eek. Ugh, long ago I predicted you would come, my brother. But tell me, did you not see my young one in trouble in Castletown? He's been stuck standing there, for he cannot get any hot spring water. Alas, the East Castletown bridge remains broken. Perhaps his fortunes will turn, for it looks like the Mallow Mart is raising money to repair the bridge. This is a fine thing, my brother. Perhaps you might consider a contribution to their fundraising to help me and mine. Well, I have to give money to Mallow Mart. Here we go. Man, the Elder's like doing this job now, huh? Welcome to Mallow Mart. I have heard from a reliable source that shops in Hyrule Castletown are gouging prices, crushing folks under the thumb of commerce. Well, fear not. Brother, for Mallow Mart has proposed the townspeople relief plan as an answer to the lamentations of the common man. Phase 1, repair the broken bridge leading to East Castletown to the field in order to improve traffic. Phase 2, buy that Castletown shop and sell products to the town at reduced prices. You have heard me right. The way he says brother is just weird. There's a problem, however. The finances for the execution of this glorious plan are lacking. Please, offer some financial support to aid in the purchase of the Castletown shop for the benefit of the people. Okay. We are 1,000 rupees short of funding the bridge repairs. We need that bridge for a steady flow of goods to Castletown. We must bring the cost of goods down in Castletown. Help support the worthy cause? Okay. See, why couldn't I do this for that one charity guy? You know what? I'll give him 450 for now. Because I want to hang on to some rupees just in case. Hey, Link. Buy something. No. Buy something. Time is money. You're done shopping? Quit wasting both. Heard there's a lot of price gouging going on in the shops of Hyrule Castletown. People are pretty upset, I hear. I loathe people who take advantage of the poor, unwashed masses. Give to my Castletown shop fund so I can finance a shop there. I'm sure Mallow cares about the people. There we go. Welcome, friend. Alright, I want to have some money on hand in case I need it later, but I may as well dump my funds into Mallow Mart, because why not? What did I come here for again? Right, talk to the shaman. Wasn't this the house over here for it? Weird baby shopkeeper. Hey, what's going on? Greetings, Link. I felt Ilya could use a change of scenery to improve her health, so we came here. Who knows? If she gets out and sees her daily life, perhaps something will jog her memory. Lynx, perhaps you could keep her in your thoughts? Oh, Link. You've gone through so much trouble for me. I'm sorry. Colin and the others have told me much about you. They tell me that you're brave and kind and that you herd very well. That means you must be a good rider, huh? Oh, and the name of your horse is Epona, right? Epona. What a lovely name. Fake out. Where's the Zora kid, though? Maybe I'll show you this. No response? Okay, buddy, just gonna ignore me? Okay. Dominion Rod thing. Can almost swear, though. Wasn't there, in fact, a, Was I not supposed to come here? Where did the Zora kid go? I brought him here. Would he be at, like, the grave or something? No point to climbing around. There's 2 doors here. Whoa, okay. I hit the load zone, but I also bonked on the fence. Damn, I've never seen that before. Hang on. I don't think they ever said the Zora kid went home, did it? Did they? I already got that bug. Oh, there he is. Maybe one of the other characters I talked to in town would have, but I figured the shaman or Ilya would have said something. Is your name Link? My mother came to me in a dream. She showed me your image. She spoke of a youth who would save our domain and steer my fate, one named Link. I must thank you for all you've done. If there is anything I can ever do for you, please tell me. Please. Link, I have so little confidence. What can I do? I cannot even carry out one simple task for my mother. I'm so unlike her. I doubt I'm even qualified to rule. The Beast Man of the Snowy Mountain, perhaps. But more important is this red fish he's holding. It must be a reekfish. That is a rare specimen found only in the Zora village. It feeds on a valuable type of coral, and without that bait, even our best fishers cannot catch one. Look closely, Link. My earring is made of this coral. I would like to give it to you. Coral earring. It's been added as a hook for your fishing rod. With this, you can catch the reek fish. I received it from my mother, but it's fine. I no longer need it. As I look at you, I get a sense of what my mother wanted, what I should be doing now. I'll return to the village. The reek fish can be found near the mother and child rocks in the waterfall basin near my village. The fish are red, so I think you should be able to spot them. Freshwater coral. Don't ask me. I didn't design Hyrule. The reek fish can be found near that in my village. The fish are red. Okay, hang on. Pretend you didn't see me go behind here. Perfectly realistic, chat. Perfectly realistic. Out of sight, out of mind. Hey! Hey, none of y'all saw me, right? Good. Hang on, is that a bug sound? Can't see me. Now they can't. Okay, there we go. Put this here. Was there anything down here? Oh yeah, I kind of need to breathe. More stuff over here, it seems. Okay. Let's go pick up some goodies. I only have one bomb left, though. Maybe this'll be something. I don't want it to roll, I'm just gonna hold it and take the hit. Rupees. I got a rock. I got a rock again. There's a Zora over here. And over there, too. Come here. I'll talk to you. What are you doing down here? When you look at that rock, don't you see something, sense something strange? Like, I don't know, like it's just looking at you or something. What? What? Wait, what? Why are there eyeballs on the volcano rock? I don't remember this. Huh? I'm out of bombs. I don't have any left. I genuinely do not remember this. It's blinking. I'm gonna have to come back with, bombs, I guess. Have you heard? No? Apparently the beast of the snowy mountains came here. At least that's who some folks saw him claiming. No, that was, in Lake Hylia, someone sold bombs outside the temple. Well, no, I'm sorry. I need to buy bombs. I need to see what the hell is that about. Oh, so, right, sorry, I forgot. We gotta do this again. Oh, damn it. Alright, there we go. Let me go to Kakariko and go to the bomb shop. I need to know what this blinking rock is all about. become human. May as well leave this on. How do I get up to that again? Oh, there's the signs. Whoa, now, it's you! Yep, well, I finally got my entire bomb repertoire back in order. Ain't they a bunch of beauts? Alright, now, take a good gander at Mr. Barnes' handmade bombs. Bombling. These cute little bugs walk around and blow up on their own. That doesn't sound like a good investment. 5 for 10 for 90. I'll just take 10 for now. I used up a lot when I was doing the, when I was just blowing up rocks at the lake before. Ouch. Let's go back here. No one will see me. Alright, let's go back to Zora's domain. We're gonna go for a ride, chat. I like how they can just see me warp into existence, but I gotta like hide to transform to human. Okay, let's see what this is about. There's a Goron in there. You can breathe underwater? I'm finally out. Thanks, brother. I took a nap and found myself swallowed up in lava and somehow very far from home. Ah, yes, well, let me give you a token of my appreciation. This is all I have on me right now. I hope it'll do. Okay. So, now I have a second bomb bag. And it's filled with regular bombs, as you can see here. Okay. Huh. Say, where am I? This place is a little cold for a hot spring. Hey, it's nice and cool. I like it. It is a cold spring. I'm pretty sure Goron cannot be underwater. Majora's Mask made that very clear. Okay. How is he not drowning? Don't ask me. There was a Goron hiding inside. Whoa. What strong life force those Gorons have. You gotta respect it. It's hard to stay angry at them for long. Alright. You just chill out there. Well then, that was certainly interesting. I have an extra bomb bag now. Maybe they just evolved to deal with water. But yeah, but talking underwater too? Weird. Okay. So it's at the bottom here. I have to search for the reek fish, right? Hang on. Fishing rod. Let's put that there. Let me take off the armor. There's a Poe down there. I may as well get that. Finish him. The waterfall is chopping the game frames. Okay. Said mother and child rocks. I know it's down here, right? Is he talking about these? The large and small rock? That sounds about right. Suspicious girl has been seen in the area lately. Wonder what brings her. I know those bangs are very suspicious. Hello, friend. Welcome. Appreciate it. I see them. Wait, do I hear another Poe? I think I do. Imagine if I could just fish up the Zora. How funny that would be. So what is it that they changed about this from original? About the reekfish part? I just hold the button, right? It reeks. You can see fish you caught with that. Okay. New smell. Alright. Oh, yeah. No, that's a bug. Hang on. Let me get this. This completes a pair, so I can get some from Agatha later. Yeah, there's one right there. Let's get it. Chad is currently debating whether or not the Goron has lungs. There are many unrealistic things about this game, but that is certainly one of them. Hang on. There we go. There's another one. That should be 12, right? The Gorons also stay under lava. Yeah, but I feel like it's different. But I don't know. Anyways. Let's follow this. He can hold his breath and also talk underwater? I don't know. This is for... Oh, no, we don't need to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the reekfish stuff, but... I don't know, I don't feel like anything was really different about that. Was there something different? There we go. Alright, let's follow the scent. I'm pretty sure even, like, you can't just memorize the way for this either. Like, you literally... Like, I think the right load zones don't even appear until you've done the reekfish stuff, right? Okay. Wolves, chat. I see a Poe in the distance. Hey, I bonked. Take a bite out of this. You got a Poe soul. Alright. Let's go back this way. This was the way forward, I think. There's something over there. Okay. There's a lot of these guys around today. Oops. Oh, this actually leads to something? What's that? What did that sparkle? Hang on. Let me just fill this up so I can empty my bottle. What is this glowing thing? I've never seen this before. You put rare chew jelly in your bottle. Set it to that and drink it to replenish all life energy and for a while boost attack strength. Oh, it's grandma's soup? Okay. I don't think I actually remember ever finding this. Nothing under here. Nothing under there. There's not many in the game. There's like 3 or 4 spawn locations for them, okay. I wonder if the speedrun grabs that to, like, make a boss go faster or something. I don't know. It would probably take too much time to get in and out of there to find it. Need a way up. See another post soul down there, but we're not going to go for that. There we go. Now I need to get up that way, but is there something I can, like, grab onto, or what? Oh, okay. Where is the... Okay, it goes over here. Is there anything over here? Oh, there's a howling thing there. Should get that now while I can. Be a pain in the ass to come back here otherwise. Oops. Up. Yeah, just feel it out. There we go. What song is this now? Yeah, I'm gonna do some Fool's Gold after this, but... Hang on, what's that thing in the distance? I thought that was like Midna floating in front of me for a second, but... Okay. What song is this? Anyone recognize this? Sounds Wind Waker-y. The instruments, I mean. Let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. No, I generally don't recognize that one. Is that the, was that the original one? Another soul? No, it's a bat. Oh, another grotto? What's this? It's literally an unnamed song, is it? Yeah, because most of them are, okay. Most of them are, in fact, just references to Majora and Ocarina. I don't think they put any Wind Waker tunes in the game, because, like, that's literally a different timeline. Ouch. I just wanted to be sure. There we go. There's 4 old songs, 2 unknown songs, and the Twilight Princess main theme. Okay. I wonder if those 2 unknown songs are just, like, the unused songs for the planned Fire and Ice Temple in Wind Waker. That'd be really cool if that was the case. Huh. I honestly, I could be right about that for all I know. Because remember, they were apparently planning to put more temples in that game, but they had to rush it out to kind of make sure the GameCube had a hot seller. Loud car going by out there, jeez. I don't know if y'all heard that one. What is this? Okay, so this is the way to go. I thought this was a hidden grotto thing. Hang on. Be cool if I could hit them all, but I'm greedy about it. Yep. Okay, one of these. Okay, just 3. Ah. Alright, that was weird. The 2 locations of the unnamed songs are Snowpeak and Lake Hylia, which puts the target spirit in the Gerudo Desert, so fire and ice might not be a bad guess. Huh. Like, yeah, I never thought about that, but... Imagine, like, yeah, they just had those 2 songs laying around. That'd be pretty cool. Ah, rare color of wolf. Looked tasty. But tonight, fish tonight. Maybe another time. Okay. Cutscene. Ah, ooh. That's a huge fish. I heard Ruckus and, just a human. I see humans not often. Why human come to snows? You on spiritual journey? You look for true self? Yes. You look for a long time. That was joke. Yeti's joke, too. You look for something else? Tell truth. Yes, I am. Ah, you look for a mirror in such a faraway place. Why you not say so before? But you make good climb, and you lucky to meet me. I found a shiny mirror piece. Same mirror you look for, huh? Ah, you come to house and see yourself. I caught fish, I make you hot meal at least. My house far away, we slide there. Do like me, come. For shield surfing. Let's ride, chat. Too bad I can't just, like, take the spinner and ride it down. In fact, why don't I? I'm pretty sure it won't let you make the jump with the spinner. Let's go. Get on. There you go. Let's board. I like how A button says crouch when it's really jump. I'm reminded of that one obnoxious, like, section of Resident Evil 6 now. Snowboarding in Zelda games. Heck yeah. Let's ride, chat. Whoa! Why can't I do a 360? Ow. Ride. Heck yeah. Oh, I can take my sword out for this? Okay. Didn't realize it was highlighted. Ooh, that's cool. I can actually do a 360, chat. Let's go for it. Check this out. Oh, I can't do it in the air. There we go. Rather, I can't, like, do it in the middle of a jump, I should say. Oh. Okay. Alright, Link. That's not the way you should be facing when you do that. Oh, come on. No, come on! Are you serious? Okay, game. That's mean. Can't jump while holding spin sword, but if I let it go, does it work as a jump? Let's find out. I gotta do it. Oh no, it didn't go in. Cool. The game doesn't let it. Let's just ride. Oh, hey. Ow. Let's ride, Link. Ow. It auto-turns you to the correct path, except not when I do it. Is there like a heart piece along this or something? I feel like they do something cruel like that. This is a very sturdy piece of ice. Ow. Alright. No more speed build-up for me. Link? Can I not go this way? Oh, come on! I thought I could go up there. It's like I hit an invisible wall. Oh, come on. Alright then, fine. We'll just go. I see things on the side. Ride. Ride. This Yeti goes a long way to get fish. Yeah, I couldn't get the tree. Oh, hey, shortcut! Oh! Okay. Unfortunate. Go for it, Link. Imagine climbing up this, yeah. Alright, game, how about I just ignore all your fancy stuff and just take the boring way then? How about that? Walking would be easier here, yeah. We're gonna take the boring way then. Come on, game. I see how that's supposed to connect now. I'm not supposed to really do anything with that. There's that now. Check it out in place. Oh, now it breaks. Here? What's with this guy? He's got a nice place for a beast man. So there's just this, like, snowy mansion in the middle of nowhere in this valley. Damn. This is the kind of place that I want. Just to be sick. Yep. Let me stretch. Snowpeak Ruins. Alright, chat. So there wasn't a lot of in-between between the dungeons here. I'm just gonna take a quick break here and refill my drink, and then I'm gonna do this dungeon, I guess, because why not? Alright, I'm back. I had a short break. Figured that would be good to take before we do a new dungeon. I didn't want to stop at the start here. I know I said I wouldn't do multiple dungeons in one episode again, but I've gotten better. Let me see here. I just get too hard on myself when I try and do multiple stuff. I just gotta be less of a perfectionist and just take it slow and have fun. Okay. And yeah, this reflects the top there. I do remember this dungeon. Like, it looks really cool. Like, aesthetically, it's one of the coolest dungeons in the game. I think Twilight Princess, Big Hammer. Big Axe. Doesn't get enough credit for some of its, like, dungeon designs. I can't remember a single dungeon in a Skyward Sword, but I do remember, like, visually how cool a lot of them are in this game. Is that Queen Zora? Out of here. Hang on. Why is there a painting of Queen Zora in here? And who is that supposed to be? Huh. I never noticed that before, huh? What do we got here? Oh, that's where I get the Master Sword. And that looks like it's Arbiter's Ground? Interesting. Cool. Should probably be human, though. Okay. Let's take a look. Oh, this room looks so comfy. Who? Ah. Sorry, I have sickness. Come closer? You cute little human. Husband told me you come. You want to look at Mirror, huh? My husband found it, but a pretty thing. But since I get Mirror, I get sick. And then bad monsters appear. So many bad things happen since Mirror. So we lock bedroom on 3rd floor where it hangs, huh? Wait, I tell you where key is. You got a map of the mansion. The green rooms are the ones you visited. The yellow arrow shows your location. There we go. Fever makes head blurry, but it probably here in the room marked by symbol. Okay. But right now, can't even get up. Would you bring it to me? Start with door right here. I'm looking at the paintings and stuff, though. That's Hyrule Castle on that one, right? That's the thing there. Can I, like, light these candles with my lamp? Hang on. No. And what's that? That's, Kakariko. That's the shaman's house. Why are there paintings like this here? What is, like, the purpose of this mansion? It was probably like belonged to the royal family or something and clearly was abandoned. Oh, sorry. Ah, you. I did just go to the door she looked at, right? I wasn't even thinking about that when I opened it. Wife look bad, huh? Not healthy since Mirror. So I make soup for her. Fish from Zora Village are most nutritious. You tired, you have some. It give you energy. Scoop up some soup to have, but I already have, like, the Super Chew jelly. There we go. You, free at last. Gracious, you're that nice fellow who helped me out the other day. How nice to see ya. Well, now that we found each other again, let's stick together for a bit. I'll be right with you, so if you want to warp out, let me know. Okay. Let's have a look. Gonna move that there. Okay. See what we're doing here. Can't move until it's done moving. Assuming I can't push the ice-covered one. There's no, like, fire arrows in this game, so... Gotta do things like this. Excellent. Hang on a second, I can't just climb here, can I? No, come on, Link, you can climb that, you weenie. What's this? Nope, can't do anything with that. Guess we're taking the long way around. You know me, chat. I've talked about how much I like a comfy mansion in the middle of nowhere where no one can bother me. This dungeon was made for me. There we go. There's that. Yes, I see it, game. Check out that cannon. Die. Come on. There we go. Without the monsters, of course, it would be comfy. Always gonna make sure you have a fire going as well. Excellent. It'll be nice and chilly when you explore outside, but then you can come home with a cup of hot cocoa and a fire going. Okay, there's all that. There's nothing I can claw shot to, though, is there? Alright, gotta be human for this. All the monsters are here just because of the, first object, that's right. Broke that right off. Uh-oh. Damn it. I'll just spin. I said I'll spin. I still got you. Okay. And look at all this stuff here. What's this? That's armor. Frozen solid armor. This storage room kind of went to crap. There's a key. Is it that easy? Nope. Yo, what the hell? These don't look like Zelda enemies. Come on. Out of here, bro. Got him. There are definitely many holes in the ceiling that, unfortunately, you know, make it not so comfy. Some of these rooms are very cold, but if I could just have, like, a fixed-up version of this mansion here, that would be very nice, chat. Tell me that wouldn't be just a comfy thing to have. You got the Ordon pumpkin. This pumpkin was grown in your hometown of Ordon. What's this? This isn't right. She got the wrong location. Want to go back and try to get her to remember where the key is? There we go. The thing that is strange to me... No. Breath of the Wild confirms that Zoras can live for, like, over 100 years. So... that would mean, I suppose, it's only been, like, a handful of decades, I suppose, since this place was abandoned. Well, there's just lots of pictures of the Zora Queen here, though. There we go. Curious what, like, the intended purpose of this like, mansion was. Can this be moved? No, but I can, like, phase into it. Okay. Did she buy or steal the pumpkin? I don't know where it came from. Pumpkin probably bad by now. Needs to be pushed from the other side, huh? How do you get over there, huh? Guess I'm gonna have to go around for that. I doubt this jump is meant to work. Oh, okay, yeah. This makes me slide off. Oh, wow, I made it? It's not gonna let me over, is it? It's not gonna let me over. Come on. They really do not want me to go over there. But I say heck that. Okay, game. Okay, game. Whatever you say. Summer home. Oh, no, I mean like a mansion in the middle of nowhere for when the fall of civilization happens, you know. While everyone else is just fighting for, like, resources in a Mad Max world, I'll just be in, like, my mansion just waiting the rest of it out. Getting comfy with Coco. You find it. What? Pumpkin? But why there? Sorry. Husband in kitchen right now. Take Pumpkin to him. I try to remember. That's a fantastic plan. Heck yeah, it is. Just get all my books, all the hot cocoa, and get comfy. For a handful of years before I, like, just expire or something. I don't know. Hang on. I gotta talk to you down here. What flavor? I ain't gonna last long without working hospitals. That's for sure. Ah, pumpkin. You have pumpkin. Ow. Pumpkin. Ah. Just put the whole thing in there. Thanks. You taste if you want. Don't even cut it up or anything. It's fantastic until people realize I'm there. I know. Once they find out I've got so much cocoa there, they're gonna try and take it over. The bandits will show up. You gave pumpkin? Thank you. I maybe remember. Could be in that room, I think. Go to room marked by symbol. Check room I marked on map. Yeah, those don't open until she marks the map, so you can't do things out of order. Come here, you. Alright, looks like I'm gonna need... Wait, is this like quicksand? No, it's just deep snow. Okay. Weird. What is... I think I vaguely remember that thing. Hang on. Gotta turn it multiple ways. Good thing I got this extra bomb bag. This is really helpful for this part. Huh? Oh, did it just not work there? Okay. It's not shooting anything. What gives? It's open, right? Am I doing something wrong? It's open. Probably need to put something else in it. If the bomb is just to light it, wouldn't I just use the lantern for that? That's kind of weird. Oh, I see. There's cannonballs in there. Okay. Get out of the snow. Aha! Climb that. What's that noise? There's that. They're gonna show me the whole room. Let's take this over. Look at all that armor. Ow! Alright, that works. Good. And what's the design on the shields there? Well. Tried. Okay. There we go. Mansion very icy. Get out of here, you. Cannon manual, insert iron, continue, put in explosion. Yeah, I know. Okay, no. This hole didn't look large enough to fit this. Oh, okay, it did. Probably gotta turn it first, but no, I can break that over there. Free chest. Open it. You got 5 bombs. Acceptable. Okay. Let's put that in. Okay, Link automatically turns it all the way to this direction. Hydrate. Yeah, let me do that. Okay. Nothing like behind this. Can't open doors with this. So we gotta leave it behind. No, I don't have Coco with me right now. Okay, it's a big chest over there. Those are Ordon goats. Hey! Here you go. If I hit these dudes with an arrow, they'll just fall down. There's all these, like, locations in Hyrule on the paintings, and then there's just a bunch of pictures of Queen Zora. There we go. Oopsie. Climb up, climb up, climb up. No! Okay. Where is it? I hear you. Show yourself, coward. I hear another one. Come on out. I'm not falling for your BS again. Where you at? Oh! No! Okay. Okay! That happens. Oh, the death beep. Where are you? I gotta handle him every single time, do I? Okay. So I gotta watch out for the slides. They take me to death. Where are you? Hang on, I have a fairy in a bottle. I don't need to use my super jelly. Where are they? I know you're there, coward. Show yourself. Not today. The keys are making me nervous here. Okay. I'm real excited to have picked that up. Also, wait a second. I thought stamps couldn't be in the tiny chests. I guess there weren't enough large chests to put them in for this dungeon. Yeah, both of my bottles are full. One has a fairy and one has the Super Chew Jelly. Link just dying here. Alright, guess that's that. No! Oh, shot it. There's a heart for that? Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll fill on soup next time I go back. That's fine. I got what I needed. Let's get the hell out of here. And claw shot on any of the wall things there. Oh, wait, no, I can't take this with me. I think, anyway. I blasted the cannon. Hang on. Is there really nothing else I could do here? I didn't get a small key for doing all this, then what the hell was the point of me going through all that for? Can't just throw it myself, can I? Nope, not enough force. I climb over here. Doubtful. I can't reach that crap. There wasn't... Hang on. There's still a chest in here, apparently. There's no more chests in the room I was just in. But how do I get that? I think I need to come back for it. Because this doesn't turn anymore, right? It'll hit the wall, but that doesn't do anything. Just gravitate towards my hands. You can't take the ball with you between rooms. You have to use, like, the contraption for some weird reason. Come here you go. This will do nothing, but I want to see if it does something anyway. Yeah, it does nothing. Alright, so I did all that to get the compass, and... what exactly? I had to have missed something in here. Come on. Because I didn't get a small key, so that's not opened up, but... how's the chest? It's not a thing I can pull. Maybe I can dig something up as the wolf. Aha. Open. What? They put a small key there? So that entire section over there was just for the compass? I feel like they should have swapped those two chests. That seems really weird. Okay. Okay. So now I can do this. Or do I have to... I gotta pull the lever first. Yeah, okay. It's also meant to give you the cannonball instructions. I guess that's also true. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. Once you see that there's iron balls, you realize that you need more than just bombs. And I pull the switch on the other side, but what's up here first? Get on the ladder. There we go. Yeah, not going up there. What about over here? Okay, that's a one-way. I have to approach it from the other side to do anything with that. Can't just leave the door open and, you know, carry it. The fact that there are cannons here means that... okay, hang on. Where are you going? Where are you going, bro? They just bounce off them. There you go. What was I saying? Yeah, the fact that there are cannons here means that this was a place they needed to defend. But it's out in, like, the middle of a weird section. Like, surrounded by basically a bottomless pit. What is the purpose of this mansion? Obviously, like, the Yetis took over it once, whoever was in charge of it abandoned it, but it's weird. Okay. Come here. Come here, bro. Can't jump here, I'm stuck in the snow. Okay. Heck yeah. Yeah, I just gotta shoot it the opposite way now, too. Because there's probably something back there. Put it in. Move it. And what's this for? 5 bombs. Whoopee. Where'd the ball go? Did it just get consumed on that, or what? Can't leave it, adjusted slightly to the side there, for some reason. Well, I got what I need, so let's get out of here. The marked room is just up ahead. What if there was a war with the Yeti people in the past? Maybe. Big armor. Mini boss time. Oh, did I kill him? Ah. No, I killed him. Damn, he had a lot less health than the mini-boss in Arbiter's Ground. And thank you for the sub there. Just Dog, I appreciate it. You got the ball and chain. This giant iron ball has incredible power. Set it to that and swing it around. Alright. New item acquired, chat. Remember, Link just keeps this in his pocket, but once he takes it out, suddenly the weight of it is now important. Can gyro aim. You know what I love about this fight, chat? You know what I love about this fight? They put those on the ceiling for you to dodge and get around them. You tell me how the hell that was necessary. It had a tail, so was it like a Lizalfos or something inside the armor? Not even sure. Oh. And now we don't need the cannon anymore. I thought this was going to be a lot later into the dungeon, but... Oh, that was an orange rupee. Jeez. I'm getting through this a lot quicker than I thought. This dungeon's... I guess this dungeon's a lot shorter than I remember. Or I'm just getting through it faster. Okay. You got Ordon goat cheese. This cheese is made from milk from Ordon goats. Oh, food again? Yeah, I had a bad feeling about this. She didn't seem very sure of herself. Oh well, let's head back and hope she had some other brilliant idea. It's just like Dark Souls. You can carry like 50 different short swords and sets of armors, and the weight of it only matters when you're wearing it for dodging. Let me tell you, chat. Going from Demon Souls Remake to Dark Souls Remastered, I certainly like the fact that I no longer have to worry about my equip load. Or sorry, my carry weight. Because that was annoying as hell. I platinumed both Demon Souls and Bloodborne this year, and I decided to just play Dark Souls. Mostly because my friend was over and he wanted to watch me play it. There we go. What happened? What? Cheese? Did husband move it? Where in the world did we put it? Sorry, I need thinking time. Take cheese to husband. You do that, try to remember. Give me that. Needs more punch. What? Good smell. What do you have? Perfect ingredient. Little more time on fire, become gourmet soup. Your taste. Alright, let me just take out my, empty bottle, because I wasted a fairy. You put superb soup in your bottle. It smells quite cheesy. Replenish 8 hearts. Okay. And what should I put on this? Bombs, I guess. Okay, let's talk to her. Carry capacity can be fun in some games, depending on how it's, like, designed around, but in some games, it's just annoying as hell, yeah. I think I remember, we put key in nearby rooms, so no forgetting. How I forget. Embarrassing. See here? Place marked by symbol? Yeah. It there, it must be. You look for me. Chat, would you try the Yeti soup? That cheese was probably in that chest for a long time. I'm just saying, I wouldn't. There we go. I also need to backtrack a bit when I get the chance, because I need to, Uh-oh. No. I'm gonna go back to destroy some ice walls, because I'll probably get a heart piece and complete a container soon enough. Damn it. It was frozen, yeah. That doesn't mean, like, it's good forever. Excellent. Claw shot. Locked door. Need a key. Okay, there we go. What do we got here? Weird how it's only the ceiling that seems to be destroyed around here. What does this cannon need to be pointing back at? It looks like it was originally meant to be for outside, huh? Is it just there as like an aesthetic thing, or what? Destroyed him. The ball and chain is a fun weapon. This is the only Zelda game that has it, though. There wasn't anything like that in any of the other games, was there? Can't quite recall if there was anything ever similar introduced. Okay, so this is this room. don't want to fall down here. How do I can aim at it. Oh, I see. That's clever. And what's this? Better not be a stamp. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, lost momentum. Just enough. I could have used the claw shot thing, but I didn't think about that for some reason. Point is, I made it back, and it's fine. There's no cannon, there's no iron ball to even use here. So, also, hang on. I just want to destroy the furniture because I can. I've chosen chaos today, and my first victim is the furniture around me. Here we go. Who is that painting of the old man? I wonder, is that supposed to be like the King of Hyrule or something? Ow. Whoever was in charge of this place really liked the Zora Queen. There we go. Okay, that's that there. I should probably put my arrows on for this. Why did I do that? I should have waited just a split second longer. Oh well. Is there a way for me to get back up, or do I gotta go all the way around again? The stairs are destroyed. There was clearly a ladder being made by the Yeti. Hang on, I broke the thing, right? So that, yeah, okay, I broke a thing, so there's a claw shot hook now. Okay, that thing literally just pushed me off. Okay, you gotta die. You gotta die for that. Yeah. The reason I broke that was so I can climb back up if needed. Heck yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, Link. Don't do that. If this is a stamp... Don't be a stamp. Please, for the love of God, don't be a stamp. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I got a new heart container. I don't even need to take that way up. Just do this. Hang on. I just realized something. According to this, there's chests over here. It's behind it. I've never noticed this before until the gamepad showed it. Oh, give me a break. Who cares? It's 10 rupees. Yeah, the gamepad specific kind of highlights it. You can see it on the mini-map as well, but I don't really pay much attention to that. Oh, give me... Here's the letter Q. Whatever. Well, nice we picked it up. Those ones are especially, like, nicely hidden. And that's the best they can give me. Alright, now I need to go over here. I didn't activate it for some reason. I just jumped like a chump. I almost did it again. No, Link, you need to climb up and try again. Here we go. The only excess thing I can see being nice about these chests, or rather, a nice thing about these excess chests, I mean, is that it makes dungeons probably more fun for randomizer, maybe. A lot of extra stuff to pick up. Maybe. Of course, that just means there's a lot of extra useless rupees in the pool. Aha. I see now. Why did it go that way? I'll be taking that. Oh, it's a post soul. That's it. No! Oh my god. Finish it. Yeah. And I've been in there. I don't have a small key for here. Just a fly buzzing in my face. I'm trying to just shoo it away. There aren't enough overworld items locked, or overworld items aren't locked enough for the Twilight Princess randomizer. Oh well. That fly is back. It says I've been in this room before. It's probably just the top area, or the lower area I was in. All unlocks in the overworld are activated by plot, so it doesn't really work for rando as well. Okay. Can I climb up here for anything? No, there's no chest in here. And it's sealed. I feel a sneeze coming. Now, how do I get up there? I guess I need to use the ball and chain over here, then. Yeah. And that's that there. Wait a second. Huh. I just realized something, chat. On the gamepad map specifically, there's hang on, maybe I can show it. Yeah, there is. Let me scroll through the map, please. Trying to show. Well, you can see it. It shows the ball and chain icon for where you can smash the ice, which is weird. Or no, or is that supposed to be a cannon, and that's where I picked up the ball and chain, actually? It might be that, actually, yeah. Okay. Okay, so can I get up there? Like this. I guess I shouldn't have jumped down, huh? What a pain. What a pain indeed. Is there a way for me to climb up? Checking the map again. It says there's a chest up there if I can get it, but I need a way to get up in here from the other way. Not that. Let me go back in here. I just realized I can break this now. There we go. And... okay, yeah. Alright, so that's like that. So how do I get this onto that switch, then? Would that mean pushing it off this one now? Hang on. Oh wait, is that not enough? Uh-oh. There's not really a way for me to get in there, is there? Hang on, does it reset when I leave? Let me try. Hello, soup friend. Okay, that puts it like that. Like there. There we go. Go there. No, I don't think this is correct, friend. You see it? You see it? Because I don't see how I can push it like that. Hang on. Freaking how? Wait, wouldn't that just push it, though? Hang on. Wait, this works? I thought this would just knock the other block when it bumps into it. That's why I wasn't doing that. Slippery ice, and it just stops it? Yeah, okay, it just stops it then. I wasn't doing that because I thought it was just gonna knock the block forward. Okay. There we go. Now, what did I unlock again? Was it that one right there? That's well and good, but how do I get over there still? I'm trying to figure out. And can I break these for anything? Just rupees. Oh, this was the sealed one, wasn't it? I was trying to figure out how to get over there because it says there's a chest, but I guess I can't do that right now. Let's just go in here. There we go. Can't do anything with that. Cannon over there. Okay, I guess I'm climbing along this wall. No, don't you knock me down. You're not doing this. Get out of here. He still got me. Okay. Down there was that. I've been there before, right? Yeah, that was that stuff. Now just break those over there. Will that open up a shortcut, maybe? I hope, but... Okay. I think I can climb this. No, I can't. There's a claw shot thing. Damn, that looks really far away. Well, this must be the way to go then. That's how I get that chest. Okay, yeah, I go around completely. And now there should be... Look up, please. There we go. Alright, shortcut's open, so I can easily get back up if I fall. Okay. Now we gotta do this again. I genuinely don't remember this, like, these, like, platforms being like a puzzle here. Alright. Oh, no. Destroy the furniture. That looked weird. Small key. This dungeon's weirding me out. It's using those tiny chests that usually have rupees for the small keys. Can I break this? Nope, just bounces right off. Alright. Now this goes over to that, which is just the way back. Since I've got the small key, I can loop back around and open that door now. Alright, puzzles are solved. Where was that locked door again? Was it upstairs? No, third floor is just the boss room. I genuinely can't remember. Was it downstairs? This isn't showing a locked door, but I can't quite It was one of those outside doors, wasn't it, actually? I can't quite recall. Is it that red dot? No, that was a cannon. I can always easily claw shot back up now, so... May as well go look. There's stuff outside I need now anyway. Now that I can open this up. Yeah, that doesn't do anything, yeah. The teddies do cheer innocently, don't worry. The teddies cheer when I break the furniture. The bears crave the destruction of the abandoned residence. Okay. Nothing else there. There we go. I can go up there now, since I have the ball and chain. Was there anything else I needed here? Hang on. Let me get into the center. Oh, that's chest I already opened. I gotta kill that guy up there by climbing up this way. Dungeon isn't too bad. I can't climb up the ladder. I have to... Wait, can I really not reach him? Hang on, where is this at? What a nuisance. I'd love to help, but I don't think we quite reach. Okay, so I have to deal with him another way first, then. Okay. Clearly they expect me to come through there. And that's when I'll be able to deal with him. Can't aim the cannon upward. There just have to be like a cannon up there or something to get. There's that up there, if I could reach that. Can't remember. Hell, if I even remember where I was going now. That's this over here, which leads the... I'm too far looped around now, aren't I? Let me try getting back to the second floor. I'll probably notice something I need. I know I have the key, but I don't remember where the hell the locked door was, because just like the water temple, it doesn't show all the locked doors, because it's one of those weird ones where it's like a locked door within a room, so it doesn't like mark it on the map. Not even on like not even with the extra symbols on the gamepad, which is annoying. Thanks to reset there, friend. Appreciate it. The teddies cheer for that too, chat. Okay. Trying to rack my head around where I was even going here. Trying to go this way again. Maybe I'll notice it. Don't think I can reach that from there, but it looks like, yeah, I need to use that cannon there. Yeah, it's not even gonna get close. So I did that there. To get in... When did I do that for? I did that to get around there to get the key. But where the hell did I use the key? I don't remember. Let me just go back this way for a second. And pardon me, I'm just trying to hold back a hiccup as I talk all in a grumbly voice. Was it here? That's that there. Okay, hang on. Get out of my way! That damn fly's back, too. There it is. Wait, no, it's a real door. And why the hell doesn't the map mark it as a locked door? What? Y'all are seeing it, right? It just puts it as a regular yellow door. That's why I was confused. Why are they so inconsistent with this? It's probably because it's like a different kind of like locked door in this dungeon, which is annoying. Damn it. There we go. Okay. Alright. That's a fireplace. I can't light the fireplace, can I? That would be comfy. Hang on. No, it'd be so comfy. Let me do that. Let's push these. I try to rely on the map like a good Moomin, chat. And damn it, I can't, like, rely on it when I want to. So that's that cannon. What the hell is that gonna do for me? That's just a shortcut I don't really need to use. Just open here to go the cannon now. And this should open up a claw shot thing. Yeah, okay. I don't have the iron ball, though. I gotta go fetch one of those. Comfiness denied? Hell yeah. There we go. I love comfy mansions in the middle of nowhere. In fact, when I try out that third-person mode for Resident Evil 8, you'll have to hear me gush about the doll lady's house again. Okay. So I think I get it. I need to bring the iron ball up to that, use it to launch the iron ball up here so I can carry it to that one over there. Makes sense. Was that the bottom or what? I don't remember. Yeah, it's a regular door. Okay, I gotta carry it all the way through this. Let's go. Because Link can't just leave the damn door open for a second. You gotta use the fancy contraption for it. I got the path planned out. We're doing good. We're doing good. Just gotta pull this down. There we go. And pull the lever from the other side now. Nice. go. Pull it up. Hang on. Trying to scratch my leg there. Okay. All the way to the top, chat. All the way to the top. I was wondering what the point of this cannon was here. And now that I realize it's pretty clever. I forgot how nice some of the puzzles were in the later dungeons. Like, not that the first 3 dungeons are bad or anything, but yeah, they're kind of, like, a bit slow and not as, like, it's mostly the bosses, I guess. Like, the bosses are, like, piss easy, so that's what you end up remembering about them. Okay, we launched it. Now let's go here. All these comfy rooms. Minimal furniture, though. Okay, we're almost here. It's strange that I don't remember this cannonball puzzle at all. Because I feel like this would be the type of thing that make me really annoyed as a kid, and I wouldn't forget about it. Heck yeah. And there's nowhere else to aim it at. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we've got a little shortcut back. There aren't any chests here, I don't see, are there? No. Yeah, we got that all the way up here. I had to look up a guide for this part. I can see it being a little confusing, yeah. Must smash. Alright. Before that, what's up here? Oh, this just okay, this just goes up to the boss door, because it's the top tower. I'm doing just fine, friend. Welcome. Uh-oh. What's this, a church? Or a chapel, rather? Oh, yeah, it is. You know. Well, that was easy. Now there's more. Ah, crap. It's fine. I like how they put all the pews here because they want you to realize how destructible things are while using the iron ball. That's kind of a neat idea for, like, the days of the GameCube, for sure. Yeah, I'll take the hit. It's no big deal. It's easier to just kill them one shot with this, but I can't, like, jump or dodge or anything while using the ball. There we go. I just get more soup after the fact, anyway. You got the bedroom key. This will let you gain access to the bedroom that houses the mirror shard. Yo, we found the key. That sure took a while, but that mirror shard is as good as ours. Okay. And now that I go right outside, I can go directly to where it is. I guess I'm not going back for soup anyway. Never mind about that then. Oh, you safe. I drink husband's soup, feel much better, so come find you. You found key, good. Bedroom right above us, I take you there. Bedroom right there, you go ahead, no worry for me. So yeah, I got the soup and the jelly. So I'll just drink the soup, the cheese soup, if I need it. Break the heart. Alright, we're already done that dungeon. That was faster than I thought. Look at me doing 2 dungeons without getting grumpy. Thank you, you come inside. Alright. Please, this way. I got a big bedroom. Here, mirror, you look at it. So pretty. Pretty. So pretty. Pretty. Mirror. Lovely. Not take mirror. Hit it with that. Ah, darn it. One more hit and I'll use the soup. Come on. Big ice. They get crushed. Alright. Now I hit her. I see. I just need some soup in me first. Damn it. Oh my god, get up. Oh, come on. I'm trying to break the mini ones first, please. Yeah, get up. Whatever. There we go. Alright, just gotta break more mini ones so I can dodge that one attack and then get ready to hit her. God damn. Okay, it's fine. Whatever. Honestly, it's just... I could just easily tank the damage since they drop a heart anyway. You don't get to wail on this one at all. You just kind of like hit it enough times and it's like sequence it does. Only 2? Damn. And that's it. Alright. Once I figured out what to do during that part, it was pretty clean. A mirror. Teddy cheers indeed, chat. Well, we have 2 mirror shards now. 2 more left, Link. Link is so angry looking right now. Still, I feel bad about the way we treated that girl. To think the Mirror of Twilight has the power to change people like that. This world, all worlds can be cruel. Let's hurry up and collect the rest of these pieces, Link. We have to, before more innocent creatures have to endure the suffering this poor girl did. Well, let's go search for the 2 that remain. What wrong with me? Very strange, you just dreaming, Yeto mirror you gave. Forgets mirror. He has, like, his eyes look like the eye emoji. Look at him. Forget mirror, Yetta. No, look into eyes of Yeto. Yeah, that one. Look in reflection of Yeto's eyes. Their true beauty. Who need mirror? My love. Ah. And that's where the heart container comes from. Love you too. Alright, I got my second row of hearts too. I'll get you out of here. You're sure there's nothing else you need to do? I think I know where there's another heart piece chest, but I don't feel like going for it, honestly. I don't care too much. I can always warp back here anyway if I want. Like, I really don't need the hearts for this playthrough, I feel like. I may have died a little bit, but in my defense, that Keese was annoying. Alright. Okay, chat. This is a good place to stop, I would say. I just saved, but I'm gonna save again. Because why the heck not? That's 16 souls. So we did 2 dungeons today. Not bad. Thought it would be a little risky, but that's good, chat. I'm in a better mood with streaming lately, so I'm not getting grumpy if I get stuck on a puzzle. Oops, that damn fly is just everywhere. I'm gonna have to get it at some point. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode here. How many dungeons are left? There, let's see, there's that one, that one, that one, and then the final one, I think. Yeah, looks like it. I think there's about 4 more. Good ways of the game left to go, but for the Mirror of Twilight part, yeah, you are kind of just going dungeon to dungeon. There's not too much major story beats between them, unlike the first 3 dungeons. Hey, shoutouts to the Forest Temple's, like, you know, 2-hour intro. But yeah, the game does speed up around this part, doesn't it? Anyways, we'll stop this here. We're going to switch over to Fool's Gold now, chat. And if you're watching on YouTube, have a good night. Bye-bye.